Hello my friends and welcome to another bonus session, the second bonus session. This is a total surprise for most of you. I'm sure this was not announced or talked about. I missed you guys and I thought I want to hang out some more. This week we're going to hang out a lot. Hopefully you guys are going to come with us, join the membership and continue the party. So today what I want to do with you guys is a really fun and simple every breath you take lesson. This one was a huge hit when I did it on my YouTube channel. And then we actually did a month-long challenge within the All Access membership. I also would love to feature some of my members, them playing it, the results that they got after a month, because seeing other people do it really inspires us, right? So I want to feature them, showcase them a little bit. A couple of videos, right? Nothing crazy. How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining me. I know I surprised most of you, but I can't get enough. John is in the house. Jersey Red, good morning, my friend. Carl, great to see you. James, David, welcome back from California. We got Yvonne in the house, Claudia in the house. Great to see you guys. And this was a challenge that we did last October 2024. So Yvonne, I don't think you saw this, right? So even for you, this is going to be new, a new challenge that you maybe want to do. Again, a lot of fun to play. I have a tab for you guys, and after I teach it, we'll hop in a little bit, watch a couple of student success performances so you guys can just see how much can be achieved in a month if you really focus your time, your energy. You have 1 or 2 or 3 goals that you really work on strategically. Yeah, this is a great one to practice and to play. And I promise you guys, Dan the Man, we're going to be watching your video. You're gonna be showcased, my friend. You're gonna be a star. Today, you're gonna become a star. A star is born. Danny, welcome. Karen, great to see you back again. Kenneth, great to see you. Mark in the house. Lloyd in the house. Welcome, 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 everyone. Thank you guys so much for being with me here again live. We're keeping the party going, full steam ahead this week. Today we're going to do Every Breath You Take, surprise bonus bootcamp challenge session. Tomorrow we're going to do the Zoom meeting hot seat event where you guys can either play something for us or you can just get on the call and say, hey, I'm working on this, you know, what do you think of this? Or I have this question. You guys can even start thinking about questions today so that you don't have to kind of come up with things on the spot tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to those. That's gonna be a lot of fun tomorrow. And that's about that. All right, who's ready for Every Breath You Take? Let me know in the comments. Are you guys excited? Are you hyped? Are you ready to rock? Who's ready to rock? Let me know. I have a fresh coffee here. 5 p.m. I might not sleep so well, but I wanna drink coffee with you guys. Let's do it. Okay, so what kind of guitar do you have? This is called a Maton. Maton, M-A-T, is it? M-A-T-O-N. M-A-T-O-N, if I'm reading that properly. This is made in Australia, and it's the 808 TE, Tommy Emmanuel model. Tommy is one of my huge heroes. Really inspired me to play. I met him once in person, which was really cool. He was a great guy. They say, never meet your heroes. That's something that you hear sometimes. But Tommy definitely didn't disappoint. He was a very nice guy, genuine. I didn't spend a ton of time with him, but he was nice. You could tell that he's genuine, that he really is a great guy. So yeah, Maton 808 TE, Tommy Emmanuel. And then here in the neck it says CGP. That stands for Certified Guitar Player. And that's only a few people are real certified guitar players. That's something that Chet Atkins, I think, started or was a part of this club. And then Tommy became a certified guitar player through Chet Atkins. I think that's how the story goes. So I don't think that I've fully learned or I fully deserve the certified guitar player. Maybe I do after 20 years. I don't know. But that's what this little inlay is here. All right, my friends, let's do it. Who remembers the Stand By Me challenge inside of the All Access membership? This goes back to October 2024. Who watching this now took part in that challenge? Let me know in the comments. I'm wondering if there's anyone here that did that. So let's get the tab out. And let me show you guys the first fingering that you're going to have to know. Okay? So here it is. Now, if you want to make this sound a little bit more fancy, a little bit more like the original, you're going to pop a capo onto the 2nd fret. Okay? But since I don't know that all of you guys have a capo, I'm going to teach it without the capo for now. Okay? So oftentimes when we see tabs, we don't always understand that it's really just a fingering. It's a chord-like shape, or even a chord shape that we're meant to be holding down. Okay, so that's what this is. So you guys can start by getting this fingering under your fingers. Okay, and it looks like I'm doing something with my pinky, but I'm not. Okay, my ring finger is on the 6th string 3rd fret. My middle finger is on the 3rd string 2nd fret. Okay, you guys can see that on the tab. And this is our first shape. Actually, I think I might have confused you guys here a little bit. You could finger it like this too, with your middle finger here and with your 1st finger here. Both work, but for this specific song, this one might even be easier for you guys. Try both, see what works for you. But I think it's probably going to be easier for you guys even like this. Okay, so same notes, just different fingers getting those notes. Okay, and now the magic is going to happen with our little fingers here, with our right hand, right? So we're going to go 6th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 4th string, right? That's our first little figure there. You can already kind of hear what it's going to be, right? Okay, then we got 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, and when I say 2, I mean 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, and then 3rd string again. Okay, so nice and slow, this whole thing. Okay, I hope my microphone isn't blocking my fingers here for you guys. Okay, who's able to play this? I know you guys aren't going to really be able to type and play this at the same time. Maybe take a short break. Let me know how this feels. One thing that I also wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit is the fingers that we use to hit and target specific strings. Okay, so classical guitarists, they go all over the place. They really don't stick to a structure. But for finger picking, like Tommy Emmanuel, Chet Atkins style, typically, and for this song, we're going to break the rule a little bit, but I still want you guys to have heard it, even though we're going to break the rule in this song. Typically, your thumb, its job is to target the bass notes. So the 6th string, the 5th string, and the 4th string. Okay? Rick is in the house. I was on a call with Rick earlier today. We had a fun talking about our Stratocasters. Okay, so let me just get rid of the tab real quick, just to explain this to you guys. Then we'll get back into the structured tab part of this lesson. So I'm going to take out my watch too, so it's not in the way and confusing. So we'll move that a little bit too. So thumb is going to be responsible for 6, 5, and 4. Okay. Just try to remember that. Try to remember that structure if you've never heard this before. Those of you who've heard this, then it's a little bit of a reminder for you, okay? Your first finger, its job is going to be the 3rd string, middle finger, 2nd string, and 1st finger, your ring finger, okay? So this is the structure. This is the structure. See that? Okay, 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string. Thumb is responsible for 3 strings. Every other finger has its own territory that only it does. Now, this, rules are meant to be broken. There's going to be times when you're going to be moving away from this, when you're not going to be doing it. But just to learn this the first time, get this down the first time and then break the rules. Try to learn it like that. Now, if you've never done this, a really great way to practice this is just to start with your 6th string, play the 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string. It's like nothing else matters, right? 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. The only reason I'm doing this is to train my right hand fingers where their place is, what their job is. Now you'll notice my pinky is kind of anchored here. That's something I learned later on. You can try to do that. It might feel a little bit awkward at first, but that's going to be really helpful later on when you want to do finger picking, right? So in case you're wondering why my pinky's anchored here, it just helps me have that structure, okay, that safe place, okay? Hope that makes sense. So we want to train our thumb to hit all 3 of those bass notes, the 6th string, the 5th string, the 4th string. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And I'm talking about the strings when I say these numbers, okay? So 6th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Do it with me. Okay, just to teach your fingers where their place is. Then, and this is something you can do while you're watching TV, hit the 5th string with your thumb. Everything stays the same. Right? We're just teaching our thumb to move between the strings. 4th string. Back to the 5th string. Back to the 6th string. Right? And then you can vary it. You can go 6, right? 5, 4, 5, 6. So my 1st finger, 2nd finger, and 3rd finger are always doing the same thing. And with my thumb, I'm just teaching my thumb to get different bass notes, okay? Now, once you got that down, without focusing on any chords, it's going to become really, really fun when you start grabbing chords, okay? So let me just explain that, and then we're going to get into the every breath you take. But it's good to have this foundation before you build on it. Again, for every breath you take, we're going to break the rules a little bit because we kind of have to. I'll show you that in a second. But typically, we're going to try to stick to the rules, okay? So the one thing that you need to remember now, the one golden rule now, is when you play a chord, your open chords, right? The question becomes, okay, which bass note am I going to target? Which bass note am I going to target for which chord, right? Which bass note? And the answer is, right, what's your thumb going to be doing? Where's he going to go? He's confused, right? What's he going to do? The guy doesn't know where to go. What you're going to do with your thumb is you're going to target the first allowed string. And when I say allowed string, what I mean is when you're first learning chords, you probably remember, or you maybe are learning them right now, that on some chords like the A minor, you'll see that there's a little X on the 6th string indicating that you're not supposed to play it, right? So that means the first note that's allowed, since you're not allowed to play the 6th string note on A minor or on A major, is the 5th string, right? Your root note. It's always going to be the lowest note in the chord that's allowed to play, the first one that you're allowed to play, okay? Stick with me here. So for A minor, 5th string, okay? So 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Excuse me, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's your little exercise. Okay, so pop quiz. Pop quiz. Which note am I allowed to play first on the C major? I'm going to wait for you guys to answer, just to make sure that you guys understood what I was telling you with this concept. Okay, I'm going to wait a second. This is like proper school here. You guys got to give me some answers. I need to make sure you're paying attention. I see you. I'm watching you. All right. So for the C major, which string are we going to target with our thumb as our bass note? All right. I'm going to wait just a second. There's a little lag between when I say something and when you guys hear what I actually said, so I have to always wait a little bit when I ask you guys something, but it's worth making sure that you fully grasp this concept. Okay, we got the correct answer a few times. The fifth string, exactly. The fifth string, the fifth string, exactly. Okay, so a good exercise that you can do. All right, everyone got it so far. Russ says or G. Okay, yeah, you're probably talking about the inversion. I think Russ is a little bit further along here. That's probably what you're talking about. I'm gonna stick to the basics here now, though. Yes, exactly. Okay, so you boys and girls got it, which is great news. I'm happy that the concept makes sense. Also, those of you watching now, if you could smash the like button, that would really help me out. Thank you so much for smashing the like button. Karen said C. Okay, so Karen, I just want to clarify this for anyone who didn't understand. So the reason, Karen, that we're not playing the sixth string for our C is because if you learned your chords the right way, you would have learned that the sixth string normally has an X on it, right? You're not allowed to play the sixth string when you're playing a C major, right? Okay, so that's why the correct answer is the fifth string. Okay, now Russ is fancy. He's been playing for a while. There are these C major shapes, and it's an inversion. Now we have the G as our lowest note. But I want to keep it simple for you guys who aren't that far along. So C major is the answer. Okay, so let's now do one more pop quiz. What about D major? What about D major? Which note are you going to play with your thumb to get the D major? Okay, I'm going to wait just a second. Russ is showing off here. He's showing off. All right. I'm guessing that you guys are going to get it. So for the D major, we normally, if you look at your chord charts when you're learning chords, right, you'll see that the sixth string and the fifth string have an X on them, meaning that we don't play them, they're muted out, we target only four strings, okay? So that means that for the D major, we're going to target the fourth string. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's that REM song, Everybody Hurts, right? It goes like this. It just goes 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. To the G major, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. You guys are learning a bonus song here with me now. Who knows this song? Right? You guys already learned a song. So for G major, just to clarify this completely, for G major, we're going to be targeting the sixth string because it's the lowest allowed note that we can play. There's nothing lower than this G, and there's no notes that have an X on them, meaning that we don't play them, right? So again, for Everybody Hurts, it's D, right? Yvonne likes the song. I like it too. It's a great song. I've actually been listening to REM. D. And I'm just going 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, E minor. I'm not sure where it goes after E minor. I think it might goes to A minor. I'm not sure. We'd have to look at it. Anyways, hope that makes sense. This is something that you can practice in front of the TV. It's a lot of fun to do. It sounds very musical. It's just a great style to start getting under your fingers, right? And it's going to feel weird and awkward at first. Your fingers aren't going to want to go where you're trying to tell them to go. But after a couple of weeks, it's going to become more and more automated, and you're not going to have to think about it. Your fingers are just going to go where they need to go. And then you're going to take a basic chord, and it's going to sound really nice. Fingerstyle is a really nice style of music, and this is how you're going to start playing. Okay, so back to the lesson. I just wanted to give you guys that foundation before we talk about the Every Breath You Take. Okay, so back to where we started. Again, we're grabbing this shape here. Okay, I know we did a long detour, but it's important that you know these foundations. So starting out on this again, we're going to go 6, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, and then that repeats itself. So spend some time when you're learning this, just, you know, spend some time getting this under your fingers and teaching your muscle memory to do it. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Okay, so that's our first phrase. Already, if you play this, people's ears are going to perk up and you're going to be instantly cool. You're going to have instant coolness. Okay, then the next shape, and this is where we're going to have to do something slightly different with our right hand. Our next shape looks like this. So we got the open 6th string, we got the 2nd fret, and we got the 4th fret. Okay, this looks like a little power chord. Okay, so to get this to flow, we're gonna have to go with our right hand higher than we normally would. See that now my first finger is breaking the rule. Normally my thumb should be attacking this string, but to get this thing to flow, we're gonna have to break the rule. Okay, so for this song you're gonna break the rule, but in general try to learn that structure that I taught you just a second ago. Okay, so again, this is the fingering. First finger, 5th string, 2nd fret, pinky, 4th string, 4th fret. Okay, take some time, get that under your fingers, and then move on to the next thing. Okay, now we're gonna have a familiar shape. It is a G major. And this is also linked in the description. It's the second link in the description. You guys can download this tab, practice it, have fun with it, and impress all your friends and family. They're gonna be impressed, I promise. So now we're gonna take a C major. We're gonna go 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, back to the 5th string. And now we're gonna have this little melody note that our pinky's gonna do. 3rd fret, 2nd string. Okay, so back here, back here. Okay, let me play that for you guys a couple of times, nice and slow. Okay. And now notice I'm sticking to the structure that I taught you guys a second ago. This is the only shape where I broke that rule, okay? Because I had to. Okay, so this is again that C major, right? With the pinky doing the little melody thing. So so I played that first bar a couple of times now just so you guys could see it and hear it. And then our last little phrase is this. It's a D major shape without our middle finger. So it's called a D sus2 officially. And that's 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, back up, 1, 2, 3, 2. So I lost where I was looking. And again, you guys have this tab, so just slowly walk through it, right? If this is something you want to learn. It then ends with our first phrase that we learned originally. Okay, so I'll show you that in just a second here, and then we're going to look at the entire tab. Okay, so this is the ending. Notice how the ending is the beginning. See you later, Rick. Thanks for hanging out again, my friend. You rock. Rick rocks. Okay, so okay, and then the whole thing starts over. So once you've nailed these couple of bars here, you're going to be able to play it, the whole thing. So here it is all together. Now, if you saw all of this together at first, you'd probably feel like it's a little bit intimidating, a little bit difficult, right? Like, wow, this is a lot of stuff. But if you just ignore this, you know, and go slowly bar by bar, like little phrase by little phrase, right? You'll get it, okay? So let me play the whole thing for you here, just so you guys can see it all played together with the tab going. See if you can maybe follow along with me a little bit, but just know, for you when you're learning this, just go slowly bar by bar, nice and slow. Once you got a feeling for one of these fingerings that I showed you, right, then move on to the next one. Okay, messed up there a little bit. So let me try to play it for you guys nice and slow, just so you have the tab and you have the play along kind of happening at the same time. So nice and slow, that first shape that I showed you guys, okay? So right, we're going to this tricky thing, right? So starts over. So once it ends, here at the end, the last two bars, it just starts over again, right? So you can get in the habit of looping this, and it's going to be a really, really nice loop that you can play over and over again, and it's going to sound great. You're going to have a great finger exercise, both for your right hand, for your left hand, and of course, you're going to be the star at the next party, okay? So is this fun? Let me know in the comments. How are you guys doing? Does this feel like something you want to learn, or am I just showing you a bunch of fingerstyle stuff that you're not into? Now what I want to do is show you guys a couple of All Access members rocking the house. Again, this was one of our month-long challenges. Check this out. So here's Danny. Danny, the perfectionist, who did a great job. So let's see what Danny did. I think Danny worked on this for a full month. He didn't post any update videos or anything. He just went hard for a month. But let's just look at how good Danny got. It was very impressive. So let's check out Danny. Totally nailed it. That was amazing, man. Awesome. And this is the power of focusing on something for a month in a community setting. Again, everyone had a month to work on this. It was really great. So let's do one or two more. I just want to show you guys different people, slightly even different styles, the way they played it, different guitars. I have an event today. Look at that. Okay, let's do Paul. Totally nailed it. Great stuff, Paul. I'd love to see an update. Did you keep practicing it? I wonder if Paul's in here now. Let's do one more. Russ, I know Russ is here. Russ, it's your time to shine, baby. Are you guys still practicing this? Great stuff, man. Awesome. Great stuff. I wonder if Paul and Russ are here now and you guys are still practicing this. What about you, Danny? You still working on this? Or did you forget about it after the challenge? It would be cool to see an update video. I'd love to see an update video of you guys, what you're up to. All right, let's check out the comments here a little bit. Let's see what's going on. I got to be careful not to bang my guitar on this microphone stand. We got like fingerstyle and picking more than strumming. Still struggle with my picks. Have to practice more. Yeah, it takes time, but you're doing absolutely great, Claudia. Absolutely great. You are wonderful. Love fingerstyle. We'll definitely give this one a try. I'm looking forward to see what you come up with, Yvonne. I know that you have a lot of projects you're working on with electric guitar, then now with the fingerstyle. But again, it's really fun. And you know, if you choose a couple of things to practice on, 3, 4, 5 things to focus on, that can definitely be one of those things. Maud, how you doing, Maud? Let's see some videos from Maud. Haven't seen you play in a while. She's gonna play. I know she's gonna play. With the capo, do you move everything down 2 frets? Yeah, so everything moves. But you have to move it. You know what I mean? So you're just gonna count, like even if we think about the tab, now your your 3 is going to be, this is what we're going to count as 3, right? Even though this is the 5th fret, we're going to count it. Right? So I'm you know, officially on the 5th fret, but we're going to count it as the 3rd fret since the capo's here, if that makes sense, right? And you could play around with this. I mean, you could go even higher up if you want to. It sounds weird. Sounds kind of nice. It just takes your ear a little bit of time to get used to, right? What happens if we do it on the 4th fret? That sounds weird. Doesn't it sound strange after hearing it in a different tonality? But all we've done is gone to a different floor of the building. If you guys heard me talking about that when we were talking about the pentatonic scale, everything stays the same. We just went to a different floor. And it takes your ear, like if your ear, or let's say if we're using the floor analogy, if your eyes have gotten used to one view, like the view from the 2nd floor, it's going to take some time, even though everything is the same, if you go to the 4th floor, to get used to the new view. Even though the floor itself is the same, the view is going to be slightly different because you're higher up, if that makes sense. So like if I play it like this, and your ear gets used to this, you're used to this G tonality, right? So the second I go here, it's gonna sound like it's wrong almost, right? But now wait a second, if I just stop playing and we kind of give a little bit of time for our ears to forget about that original sound, all of a sudden if I just start here, it's gonna sound more natural because it's gonna be the first thing that we hear, right? So imagine going to the building for the first time, and the first time you get there, you're on the 4th fret rather than the 2nd fret. You're gonna be used to that view from the 4th fret, right? If that makes sense, from the 4th floor. Notice how it sounded much more natural now after I gave your ears a little bit of time to reset, right? It sounded much more awkward when I went straight from this tonality to this one. So it takes a little bit of time to grasp this concept, but everything stays the same except we've changed floors. That's the most easy way I can explain it. Okay, my friends, I hope that makes sense. Do we have any more questions? Yeah, I'd love to see an update, Russ. I'd love to see an update. Sounds even better with the capo. Yeah, I really like it on the 2nd fret, but this is something you can play around with for sure. Still playing it, one of my favorites. Yeah, look, Paul's here. I'd love to see an update, Paul. I'd love to see an update. I'm sure you're way better now. Even though it was great what you did, I'm sure like now you can play it and it'll flow more. Even me, you know, I haven't played it in a while, probably since the challenge. And even today I had to brush it up and reprogram my fingers to do it. So I don't look like I don't know what I'm doing on camera during a live stream. I think I've done pretty well, but if I wouldn't have practiced today before I got here, it wouldn't have flown anywhere close to as it's been on this live stream, right? So we all need to refresh things that we've worked on and continue to work on them. That's a fun part of the process, especially a song that you haven't played in a while, and then you relearn it, pick it up again. It's a lot of fun to rediscover it, kind of brush the dust off, and then go even deeper with it, like get better with it, right? So that's my little lesson for today. The All Access membership enrollment is still open until Friday. We've had some new members come in. Welcome to all the new members. It's been great to see new people coming in. There's still plenty of time until Friday. If you guys have any questions about it, if you're thinking about, is this for me? Is this not for me? I don't know if I want to be in a community. I don't know if I need these courses. Feel free to email me anytime. I'll get back to you. I'll answer all of your questions, your concerns. There is a 14-day free, not free, but refund. So if you want to just grab it, poke around for 14 days, and then say, Henry, it's not for me, you'll get a full refund, no questions asked. I wouldn't want to take anyone's money if they're not 100% happy with the membership, happy with the program. I'm really excited about it. It's a great place, I think, for learning the guitar. So thank all of you who are members, those of you who are going to become members. We're looking forward to seeing your faces in there. I think the new challenge that we're going to be doing, and this is something I came up with Rick today on our call, I think the new challenge that we're going to start on Friday is going to, maybe, this isn't 100% sure, but I think we're going to do the pentatonic scale all over the guitar fretboard, And since there's 5 shapes, right, we're going to focus on each shape for 1 week. So it's going to be a 5-week challenge, okay? Week 1, first shape. Week 2, second shape. Week 3, third shape. So by the end of 5 weeks, all of you guys who participate in the challenge are going to know all 5 shapes of the pentatonic scale, and you're going to learn it together. I think that's going to be really cool. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of that idea. I was talking to Rick today. We had a call. He won a call, and then we were talking, and he was talking about learning the scales. And as we were talking, I thought that would be a great challenge, just focus on one scale shape every week so you have time to learn it, so you're not rushed. and then post your video of you learning it and practicing it inside of the community. That could be a really powerful thing to have all of you guys practicing the same shapes the same week, and then learning the 5 shapes together. That's a good idea. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm getting excited about it, talking about it here with you guys. So yeah, the All Access membership is open for enrollment. It's the first link underneath this video. Very excited again to greet many new members. If you have any questions, you're not sure, email me. We're happy to talk. Mark likes the idea. Claudia likes the idea. Yeah, I think that's a good new challenge. I think we're going to do that. Is it possible to just use the pick? Thank you so much, Yvonne, for saying that. Yvonne joined in September last year. So you missed the Every Breath You Take challenge, but there's time to catch up. That's the beautiful thing. There's time to catch up, which is great. Thank you for saying that, Yvonne. I really do appreciate it. John was asking if you can do it with a pick. It would definitely be more challenging. Oh, this is... see, I messed up. It's possible. Not easy, but it's a good exercise. I can't talk and do it. It's a good exercise. Not easy, but it's a good exercise. See, I messed up. I'll tell you, John, it's easier to do with your fingers, because you have them in the right place. They're in the right place at the right time. With the pick, if you just look at how much I have to travel with the pick, I'll try to do it. I don't even know if I can do it, but check it out. We already did. I think you came late. John. But if you watch the replay, you'll see me teaching Every Breath You Take. We started out with that. But no worries, my friend. This video, if you just go to the same link, you'll be able to learn it. You'll see it from the beginning. So check out all the work that my right hand has to do. Let me see if you guys can see that. And I'm going to try to not mess up. Let's see. So... It's hard. See, I'd have to practice this. So you're catching me as something that I'd have to work on as well. I've never tried to do it with the pick, but you'll see there's a lot of traveling. So you could do it, but it's definitely easier with your fingers. So Claudia is asking about how I'd strum this. This chord is going to sound a little bit weird strummed, but it'll sound actually pretty cool. I do kind of like a down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, C, down, down, up, D, sus2, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, down, right? You could also just play E minor. I noticed that it's the same chord progression as Stand By Me, right? Isn't that cool? I wanted to show you guys one more thing. I was talking about this in one of the past live streams, but check this out, just so you guys can see how many songs use the same chord progressions. If I do, I think it's Axis of Awesome for chords. So some of you might know this, some of you might not, but this is a great clip to watch, just so you can understand how the same chord progression unlocks thousands of songs. So let's watch this clip.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jordan.
I'm Lee.
And we are the Axis of Awesome.
And I'm Benny.
Yeah, we've been a comedy rock band for close to 40 years now, and all that time we've never had a hit. And
Yeah, but you guys know why.
Why?
Because we never wrote a 4-chord song.
What's that? What's a 4-chord song, Benny?
Well, if you want all the greatest hits from the past 40 years, just use 4 chords. Same 4 chords for every song. It's dead simple to write a pop hit.
Just 4?
Yeah, these 4. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4 chords.
Sorry, let me get
All you
this
need to
straight,
write a-
Chicken Little. What you're trying to say is you can take those 4 chords, repeat them, and pump out every pop song ever. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, Chicken Little.
Just listen. Do you recognise this?
Yeah, that is Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
It's a great song.
Very original
There's a few more that
song.
fit. Check it out. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure.
Well, that's just 2 songs that are similar. That's not a big
Forever young.
3 songs.
I wanna be forever young. I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending. No love, no hope, no glory, no happy ending. 'Cause you were amazing. We did amazing things. If I could, then I would. I'd go wherever you will go.
Can you feel the love tonight?
And she will be loved. Yeah, she will be loved.
Pictures of you, pictures of me, hung upon your wall for the world to see. 'Cause I can't live with or without you. Whenever I fall at your feet.
So that's something you guys can check out just to see so many songs using the same chord progression. So that's why you'll see Stand By Me, you know, this chord progression. Or let's say Sweet Home Alabama has the D going into a C at 9, going into a G, right? But then the same chord progressions you can do the same chords, or even the same chord progression is, or the same chords, let's say the same chords for now. So again, I'm just playing the G, D, and C, the G, C, and D, and I'm unlocking all of these songs. Another one is the AC/DC. So by learning these basic open chords, you're gonna, and the basic strumming like we did throughout the entire boot camp, you're gonna be able to unlock so many songs, you know, and play all the campfires that you ever want to play at. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's inspiring. I hope you guys can see the power of, just learning your open chords, playing around with strumming. Thank you for saying that, Russ. I really, really do appreciate it. And you've been around for a long time, man. I really appreciate you coming to so many of the live streams and always participating in the challenges. And I've really enjoyed watching you grow. Like, I know that you play at your family gatherings and you've gigged a little bit, like in these circles. So that's been really, really great to watch. You go from just strumming to playing with other people and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. I love it, my friend. I love it. How does it work? I'm not sure what you're asking there, Claudia. But I'd say for the every breath you take, get the strumming down, because that the finger picking down, because that's what's really gonna sound good. Okay, my friends, that's about that for today. What we're gonna do tomorrow is the call, the one-on-one call, not the one-on-one call, but the call where we're all gonna be sharing our screens. I'm gonna be able to look at you guys. You guys are gonna be able to talk to me. I'm gonna talk to you. That's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna do some hot seats where you can just perform something if you've never played in front of other people. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope to see you guys there tomorrow. If not, then who knows? Maybe we'll do another bonus session on Wednesday. And that's about that. I'm trying to think exactly what that chord progression was. Anyways, I'll figure it out. Maybe for the next live stream, we'll do that exact in the exact key that those guys were playing it. We'll try to play that together. The 4-chord song thing. Okay, my friends, rock and roll. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for being with me live, and see you soon. All right, thank you, and bye-bye.